We take a lot of the things that Excel does under the hood for granted. Today, let's look at how Excel calculates cells and watch out for some of the pitfalls. This is a simple setup. I have commission percentage over here, some of the sales that we've made, and we are just going to calculate what the commission was for that sale. Here we go. What Excel does in the background is it builds something called a calculation tree that will map out how each cell affects another. For instance, if I looked at this cell over here, if I go to formulas and click on trace dependence, Excel knows that this cell is going to affect the values of all these cells. Similarly, if I click on this cell and also look at what its dependents are, I know that this cell would affect this cell over here. To really understand when the recalculations are triggered, I've created this simple function in VBA called cell last updated, which accepts a calculation and simply returns the time at which the function was called, no matter what the calculation was. Now let's go wrap this formula over here with our function. Let me format that as time. And let's drag that down. Now, if I update this sale value, I would expect this time to get updated, which it did. So now let's try that again. And if we change the commission percentage itself, I would expect all these times to get updated, which is also the case. Let me do that again. Now for the pitfalls. Watch what happens if I replace this input with a volatile function. Let's say today. Let me update this cell. And I want you to take a good look at these cells over here. Did you notice that all of them got recalculated? Let me do that again. It does not even have to be one of the inputs. Watch what happens if I just type some number outside of all these calculations. This still gets updated. This is how volatile functions slow down your workbooks. Let's go back to a simple input. Let me update this value. I want you to watch this closely. If I type in the same value again, Excel does not trigger a recalculation. This is very helpful because we don't want all the dependents to get recalculated if the value didn't change. Finally, you can force a recalculation of all the cells, no matter volatile or non-volatile, by pressing Ctrl Shift Alt and F9.